6 weeks ago, we decided to move house to the other side of the country. I'm going from bush pig to city chick, so welcome to this human exhibit of what I like to call deja move. Just 9 months ago, I played Tetris with my life in cardboard form and swore it was my final level. But just like a boomerang with gastro, I'm going again, because who needs stability when you can have total chaos? I feel myself half naked, my last Western Australian ocean sunset, because we all know that boobs get more likes than brains, and I've got to pay for this move somehow. I shed a little tear that soon I'll be trading sunsets and kangaroos for bogans and stiletto shoes, and remind myself that change is as good as an epic poo. Stinks at first, but feels real good once it's done. Packing up my room, and I keep thinking that Snap is going to pop out singing, "I've got the power!" But in my case, it's more like the power to accumulate more stuff than a clearance sale at a hoarder's convention. I donated 8 bags of optimism to the charity shop today, which is code for size 8 clothes that my hips ghosted like a holiday romance when I had kids 7 years ago. Like my dreams of being a hot mum, they moved on, and it's time that I did the same. The clothes are off to do more than collect dust and memories, unlike the soul of the holiday F-boy that I put a curse on. I told the husband that I had important errands to run, which is adult for avoiding my responsibilities. It's called therapy, and it's in the Constitution. The husband and I shared a Hollywood goodbye. He's mad maxing on a bush bash across the continent to drop our caravan off a mere 5,000 kilometres away so that we have somewhere to live when we get there. And I'm going to go and hide in Dallas because nothing says I'm working hard like flying to the other side of the planet to pick up an award that could have just been posted, but I've got to avoid the packing somehow. Either way, he scored a man point, but he doesn't get a bush bash tonight because I've got 6 more flights to procrastinate on. Anyway, I'll land in Texas and order myself room service because eating an unfingered steak in solitude and pooping alone is the real American dream. As the next phase of my bush pig to city chick domestication continues, I get my mane tamed and I hired a teenager to help me choose some new threads on account of the fact that I've got no idea what people wear in the city, and I haven't worn shoes in half a decade, for real. It's a metamorphosis from bush pig to city chick, and I'm one pair of Versaces away from being allowed into public premises and not scaring small children. And yes, I know that's not how you say it, but I've got to give the trolls something. Anyway, you can't scrub the bush off of this pig entirely, so I donned a kangaroo suit for my party night out. In a cultural misunderstanding, however, most of the Americans thought I was dressed as a hot dog, although rather apt because it was the only sausage I'd be getting for at least another week. Talking of dicks, a total man-child tried to deflate my bounce by telling me that I was unattractive. So I flicked him off with one hand and snagged a gold award with the other. I might not be everyone's sexy, but my bank account is. Cha-ching! Here's a candid of me and my bestie hard at work. We sent this to our husbands to convince them that we had a grueling week of hard labour. #slay! Wrapped up Dallas with a rooftop confession. I tried to reverse the roles and get a man to buy me a drink, and spoiler, I bought my own because independence is thirsty work and girl boss status apparently terrifies most males. And just like that, the party's over. A 3-hour game of human sardines at Dallas security with a head fuzzier than Peach the poodle in a petting zoo. And I'm just praying that the sniffer dogs don't have a nose for night before mischief. No, honestly, officer, I genuinely thought it was a jelly bean. Oh my gosh, America. I note the full moon eclipse from the plane window, which I quickly blame for all of my growing anxiety and other related life problems. 3 days and 3 flights later, I'm back in the bush, and the chaos vortex reality of my life spins quickly out of control. With a body clock that's more confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles, my uterus in war mode, and only 24 hours left to pack my entire house, I hit the floor in a total mental breakdown. Snot fest, it's cry o'clock, baby. Enter the husbeast, my knighted faded board shorts. He knows the drill. When in doubt, chuck the wife in the ocean. It's the bush version of a spa day, but pretty sure this kind of therapy won't go down so well in the city. Note to self, pack underwear. Post-oceanic therapy, I'm back to being the queen of the cardboard castle. My little guy helps, and by some miracle, no cat noises are coming out of any taped up boxes by the time we've finished. High five. I thank all of the gods that we've been isolated from shops for the past decade, because there's apparently not even enough space left in this bag for my sense of humour. I try not to think about all of the stuff that's going to shatter and melt as it gets shoved into a 43°C truck, and try to channel my inner Zen master, which is more inner screaming than inner peace. We bid a tearful adieu to Yaru country. This land truly is magic in its deepest meaning. Wild and untamed, she reignites your inner Lian, your wild and timeless spirit. Farewell, Broome. You've been a slice of outback paradise. I'm not crying, you are. No big trip would be complete without airline strikes and flight cancellations, but we got free booze, so nobody cares. As the turquoise waters of Broome fade into the sky, tears run down my face. I've had babies in this wilderness. I became the head of one of the most remote university campuses in the world. I became part of the earth, the wind and the sea. And it's the end of an era. Right on cue, the start of 2 days worth of non-stop choirs of, "Are we there yet?" Oh, looky, how did all of these lounge wines end up in my handbag? A pit stop in Perth, 2 switch flights, and then it's goodbye Western Australia and hello Queensland. We touched down in Brisbane, bleary-eyed, full of anticipation, and delighted to discover that all of our bags arrived. Did we really just upend our lives and moved interstate in just 6 weeks? What on earth? A short drive to the wanker wagon that was safely in storage, where we will all live for the next few weeks until our truck catches up with us. Living in a tin can on wheels will either be idyllic or end in divorce. But either way, here marks the start of my bush pig to city trick transformation. A new chapter begins. One life. Live epically. Peace out.